Yes, my people, hope you're good, hope you're well. I thought I'd do a video because when you're a music artist, a manager, entrepreneur, you have your own business, it's, sometimes you can get burnt out in it, and sometimes you feel like giving up. And it's okay to feel like that. What I'm trying to say is it's okay to feel like that. Sometimes you look at your business and you think, fuck, there's no progression. Like, like man's doing all this, there's no progression. What's happening? Trust me. You know, I sometimes a lot since how do I put it? From maybe I got out of prison, I always feel like I'm always starting all over again. It's crazy. Like every campaign or everything that I release or bring together, I always feel like I'm starting all over again. And in my head, I'm like flipping. In my head, I'm like, uh, why? Like I'm always starting from the process. Like with even with my businesses now, like with my coaching, mentoring, like weekly webinars. With one of my businesses, I've had to change my business offer and like change things around like 100 times. Like it's literally taking me 9 months. Been from July, it's February now, so whatever. It's taking me like get me 9, 10 months, or get me 8, 9 months to be where I'm at, to actually fully understand. Okay, this is the route where I'm going. This is the price point that I need to be at. Um, this is the value that people are gonna get, and this is what I'm doing. But along that journey, I've been changing things, doing that, and when you're doing things by yourself, as you may know, when you're a music artist, a manager, business owner, and at the moment you're trying to start things off and you're trying to bring in enough capital or whatnot to give people wages, to pay people to, for it to make sense. But when you're doing it by yourself, it always takes longer. You get me? Obviously, I have a few of my business partners and team, but no one thinks like me. So I'm doing it by myself. I have to make all the ideas, the suggestions. As a CEO, I have to lead the pack correctly and make sure everyone's doing what they need to do. If I notice anything that's not right, I have to also give them an update and say, look, this is not right. You don't do it like this. You need to do it like this. It needs to make sense. You know what I'm trying to say? So um, that's just where I'm at. But at the same time, it can be disheartening. But then it's like for me, I take in a lot of content on YouTube, like to educate myself. Some of the content is very salesy, like it's not authentic. They're not really. They're just 90% of the content's bullshit on YouTube. But I still respect the their hustle because they got to where they are. They're making millions of dollars from, do you know what I mean, learning and achieving it. But I like real people, like in sense of like just getting great value. There's a guy called Tom Youngs, yeah. He's been typing in, guys, yeah. He ain't got much followers. He's coming up. He's in this. You get me? He's probably making around 50 to 70K a month. Um, and he's teaching like the correct way of funnels and conversions and where to go and what people should be doing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Um, he's like, oh yeah, don't have a funnel, but this is where I've made this much money for my social media and this is what I do, blah blah blah. But he is genuine. You get me? He's a genuine. I think he's genuine. So when he comes across, obviously, look, they're always trying to sell you something. We're in the business, but if it's of value, you pay for it. Like with me, every business that I've had to invest in, I've had to pay for it. Like in terms of artists, I've had to pay. Do you know what I mean? Businesses, energy drinks, boxing platforms, I've had to pay. Like nothing has ever come for free. I've never done anything where I've never not had to pay. I've always had to pay. I've always had to pay. So the reason why I do post a lot of content like on YouTube, because I actually, you're watching my content, you have to pay with your time, and me making it right now, I have to pay with my time for making the content. But at the same time, I do understand that there's artists that honestly maybe not have £100 in their account. you know what I'm trying to say, to scale. So I do try to create content where they're like, okay, cool, I can start from here, and then now I can go on to do X, Y, and Z. And even with your businesses, guys, like if every single day that you're thinking of ways or you're thinking of areas of like to scale and develop your business, it's gonna develop and scale. You have to think outside the box. But if you're very complacent in terms of like, I'm gonna be complacent and do the same thing and not get no traffic or not get nothing, then guys, you're gonna fall short. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna fall short. Now I'm gonna flip my screen just to show you little updates. You get me? This is my back end, guys. Like I put ads on. You get me? Obviously, I target the world. Obviously, when people potentially don't know who you are, they do research. When they reach out, they take it more serious than people that have been following your journey and obviously seeing the amazing stuff that you've done. For example, with Dig That or whoever, they may just think, oh yeah, he will just invest and manage me. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I have time for both in terms of like, no, you do it like this. If you don't do it like this, then it might take you a little bit longer or a lot longer, or it might be it's more expensive. But I'm just letting you know, this is the ads that I put on my business. If you're an artist, you have to collect data. I collect data. Now, if you can see, I've got 22,000 clicks, guys. 22,000 clicks. You get me? Let's say I got 10,000 new leads. I've already spent $358. I've got ads on in Africa, UK, Europe, Australia. The list goes on, guys. You get me? I've got more ads that I'm attaching because I want to obviously spend a total of $100 a day. So I've got about 5 different sorts of VSL videos, call to actions, where people watch different offers, see which one performs. Obviously, you can see at the bottom, it says KD Board Webinar. So I've had 18,000 clicks. Now, this is the exact same video as KD Board School, where I've had 3,000 clicks. It's been 170. So I know this one's performing more. Do you know what I mean? It's performing more, but I'm still keeping them there. This one costs more for people to click on school to join. And as you can see, the CPC's average next to nothing. Now, this is amazing. This is amazing for me. Now, it says conversion 1. But what it's done for me, guys, is literally is brought in. What happens is I get so many people that message me on Instagram. They message me on WhatsApp. And then I close them that way, to what I'm trying to say. So I started realizing with businesses and with your business, is like you can convert. Like you can't expect just for people to see an ad and all of a sudden pay for what they're seeing. They might want to ask a few more questions, and this is why it's so important for a business to run ads all the time. You get me? It is so important. And this is just me being transparent, so you can see on the back end, obviously where we're at, what we're doing, the impressions, and this. Obviously, this IG post lead, 40 clicks. This went live, I think, last night. It spent $21 so far. So we see impressions. So this one here, I think this one's a higher. The reason why it's costing more CPCs, because this one here is a higher offer. It's like a proper higher offer one, and it's just specifically targeted for audience in Australia, America. I think I did tell him not to put UK or Africa. I wanted to focus on artists outside. Just needs to confirm with him. But yeah, this is just an update just to show you guys, like, flipping. I woke up today with like anxiety, man. You get me? I'm gonna go train, go for a massage. Anytime I massage, and then start. You get me? I got artist strategies to do and go from there. Cyru's released his new project. his new single. Um, doing amazing, doing amazing. You get me? Now we gotta push it, but yeah, it's doing amazing. And SIRU. Make sure you tap into Saru's new project. Guys, as yeah, man, from 500 monthly listeners on Spotify to 100,000 monthly listeners in 90 days, from August to etc. So yeah, guys, it speaks for itself. The credentials speak for itself. And yeah, man, never give up. Keep on going, man. So peace.